And joining us now with more on the latest developments surrounding the nuclear talks with Iran and the ongoing war in Gaza is Brigadier General in the Reserves, Amir Avivi, founder and CEO of the Israel Defense and Securities Forum. Amir, thank you so much for joining us today.
My pleasure.
So we have a lot to discuss. Let's start with the report today in the New York Times that President Trump, who was very outspoken about Israel needing to bomb Iran's nuclear facilities, now apparently preventing Israel from doing so. What's your take on this?
Well, I can tell you that from my last visit in Washington, it seems to me that Israel and the U.S. are fully coordinated in getting ready for a possible attack on Iran. I think that President Trump wants to really try to get the best from diplomatic discussions, which are not supposed to be long. We know that the Iranians, if it depends on them, they will prolong it for months and months and even years. But I think that the administration is crystal clear and it's an intention to have a very short diplomatic discussion. It's either that they start to dismantle their nuclear sites, or I think we'll see an American-Israeli attack on the nuclear sites of Iran in the coming months if they don't change in Iran their policies.
Mm-hmm. Now, do you believe that the United States will truly be able to achieve a nuclear deal with Iran? The last deal that was struck by the Obama administration was considered a very bad deal by Israel. So what will it take for Jerusalem to be satisfied with a new deal coming out of these talks?
The previous deal basically paved the way for Iran to be a nuclear power. We're talking about a deal that has to completely dismantle all the nuclear sites. It's a completely different deal. I don't think there will be a deal. I don't see the Iranians agreeing to such a deal, and therefore the military option, I think, is the relevant one. And I think it's Israel's interest to see the U.S. leading this attack and not attacking alone. It's a completely different scenario when you have the full power of the U.S. Involved in attacking Iran or just Israel. And Israel's strategy needs to be to have the U.S. leading this attack, and this is why it's important to let President Trump do the process he needs to do in order to reach the point where he can say to the people of the U.S., I tried to get a deal, I didn't manage to do that, now we need to go on a full-scale attack.
So clearly in the interest of Israel to do this together with the United States, but many are saying that this is sort of an historic opportunity that Israel should not miss. Is there a chance that Israel would act alone and strike Iran's nuclear facilities without U.S. support?
So first, yes, it is an historical opportunity. We're in a unique moment in history where Iran lost all its proxies. Hezbollah, Syria fell, Hamas is no longer a threat. The Houthis are being attacked. We're in a very unique moment where Iran is weak without air defense, and this is the moment to strike. And yes, there is a chance that Israel will attack alone. I think it's not the number one scenario I would like to see, because a full Israeli attack will set back Iran, but not in a way that it might be done with the U.S. I think that an attack with the U.S. Will bring a much better result. But again, Israel is not going to miss this historical opportunity to set back the Iranians and really change completely the reality in the Middle East, hopefully bringing down the Shia axis.
And, turning now to Gaza, it seems we're once again sort of stuck in this war just ahead of a major operation, once again, threatening a major operation if Hamas doesn't release the hostages. Yet again, negotiations are stalled. What can and should Israel do now to make some kind of headway in Gaza?
Israel is really resolute to reach all goals of war, to eradicate Hamas completely as a governmental and military entity, to bring back all our hostages, and to create a reality where never again there will be a terror army in Gaza. At this point in time, we're prioritizing bringing the hostages. Israel is putting military pressure on Hamas, taking over areas in Gaza. This serves three goals. We're improving our defense. We're enlarging the perimeter in a way that secures the towns. We want to bring all the citizens back home, and we need to enlarge the perimeter. We are putting pressure to get Hamas to agree to a hostage deal. The pressure is military. The pressure is also on the humanitarian side. And the U.S. is putting a lot of pressure on Egypt to get a deal. And we are setting the terms needed for a full-scale attack in Gaza, which is imminent. This attack will arrive at a certain point. And it's the only way we can reach all goals of war. I'm hoping to see in the coming weeks a hostage deal. I'm hoping to see as many hostages released. But there will be a moment where Israel will launch the full-scale attack and eradicate Hamas.